Okay, thank you everyone for coming for my remedial. Okay, now today we're going to continue with the second part of our things to study for 1G2 EOY paper 2. Right, we already covered quite a number of concepts. So now we're going to continue with the next question on question number 7. The following diagram shows a prism of length 50 cm. So this one is the length. So now in order to get a prism, what is a prism? Imagine this is a piece of cake and you're going to slice it such that every piece is of the same shape, right? So I can slice it from top down, okay, and then we'll get a cross-sectional area. Okay, in this case, all the surfaces are horizontal rectangles, and we have a cross-sectional area that looks like this, right? If we were to slice from top down a piece, then we'll get the cross-section area to be that of a trapezium. So this is called the cross-section area, right? So before we begin, what are the formula for area of trapezium? Okay, let's do a quick revision. Area of trapezium is half bracket A plus B, the two parallel sides, times the height, or rather the length. So in this case, where is the A and where's the B? The parallel sides is over here, A and B. And I know in the diagram, this is 10 cm. So this part over here is also 10 cm. Okay, then this one will be something like your A. Then the other side will be B. This is your the two parallel sides. And of course, this one over here will be your perpendicular height. This will be the H. All right, so this trapezoidal prism have a length, okay, of 50 cm. So you need a thickness, right? So first the question says find the volume of a prism. Volume of prism is given by the cross-sectional area multiplying the length. So volume equals to cross-sectional area times the length. Okay, give me a minute. Let me switch on one more light. Now I can see better. All right. So what is a cross-section area? The cross-section is in the shape of a trapezium, the one that I have highlighted, the yellow color. So area of a trapezium will be the half times the two parallel sides, A plus B, which is 10 cm and 18 cm, 10 plus 18, times how many slices of the cake do we have? We have a total of a length of 50 cm, so times 50. No, wait, where's my height? Oh, sorry, my height disappeared. Sorry, my height over here is 6, times 6, then times the length of 50. All right, so let's calculate this. Half times bracket 10 plus 18 times 6. That's the cross-section area, which is 84, times total of 50 pieces. The length is 50, so times 50 to give me 4200 cm cube. So this one will be the volume for the prism. Okay, next we are going to find the total surface area. Now, how do we find the total surface area? The total surface area are all rectangles, right? So if I were to look at this page, it's actually 10 times 50. And then another 10 times another length of 50. Another 6 times 50. Right? So then 18 times 50 as well. So there are many different surfaces and all of them need to multiply by 50. Okay, so before we begin, we can write down the area of our cross-section, the area of trapezium, the front and the back. This one is this number, right? The area of the cross-section, which is a number 84. So I'll use 84 cm square. Then I want to find area of all the sides, right? Area of all the sides, I'm going to take the length 10 times 50 plus 10 times 50 plus another 6 times 50 plus another 18 times 50. So all of them need to be multiplied by 50. So I'll just write all these times 50 one time. All right, so that I don't need to keep multiplying. But of course, if you want in your own working, you can write the individual one times 50. Right, let us calculate what we have. 10 plus 10 plus 6 plus 18. That gives me 44 times 50. Oops. Okay, 44 times 50 to be 2200 cm square. Okay, so if I want my total surface area, I take the front here and the back here, which is 84 plus 84 plus all the sides around me, which is 2200. And that will give me 2368. Now notice that this number is an exact number, so don't need to round off. It's an exact answer. Keep this as the third answer. Is that okay? All right. If you're okay, then maybe you can give me a thumbs up. I'll continue with the next question. You all know roughly what's happening? No response. Are you all okay?
Wait, Chi, we copying.
You're right. Okay, so then I will explain again. First, we find the cross-section area. The cross-section area is the one in yellow color, right? This one is my cross-section area. So a cross-section area is the area of the trapezium. So half A plus B times H. So this one is the area of trapezium. This one need to memorize. It will not be given. Then you slice it particularly from the top down, right? You get 50 pieces. So you multiply it to the length to get the volume. Okay. Then after that, if I want to find total surface area, I need to add up all the sides. Okay, 10, 10, 18, 6 cm. Add up all the sides, but all must multiply by 50. So they are all rectangles. Then at the front, at the back. Where to get the 84, you use the area of the trapezium. So area of trapezium, this one here, right, is half times A plus B, the two parallel sides, 10 and 18, times my height, right? The height here is this one. This is the 6 cm. So you calculate this, half times 10 plus 18 times 6 gives me the number 84. Is that okay? Hi, Rita. Rita, is it okay? Do you know how we get 84 ready? No response. Okay. Are you okay? Okay, can okay, you all give me thumbs up, means okay. Then after that, you add the front and the back, then I'll get the total. Okay, I'm going to continue to the next question. Okay, good. Now, next two questions, we are going to talk about money, right? They are very similar and it's in chapter 9, part 3 of our notes. So I can only have time to explain one question, right? So I'll do exercise 3 first. But before we begin, what is a hire purchase? Now, this question is talking about Mr. Ho buying a television set, $3,600. That is the original price, right? And he made a deposit of $1,000. Then he paid the rest, paid the balance, right, by making 2 years installment. Okay, then still got quite a number of other things. Now, what is this thing talking about? Firstly, my original amount, my original amount was $3,600, but I don't have money to pay for everything at one go. So I made a deposit of $1,000. And then I need to borrow the remaining or pay the remaining slowly back. So let me find out what is the remaining amount, or rather the balance or remaining. So my remaining amount will be 3,600 minus 1,000 to give me $2,600. Correct? So $2,600, this is the amount that I still owe them. I have not finished paying. And now they tell me that I need to make 2 years installment, flat rate of interest 2%. So now this is calculating interest. There's some formula that you must remember. Simple interest, a flat rate means simple interest. So you need to know what is a simple interest. Simple interest is given by the formula I equals to PRT over 100. Okay, what is PRT over 100 and what is I? I is the interest, the amount additional. I don't borrow money for free, right? I need to pay a certain interest. So this is the interest I need to calculate, right? And then what do I have? I need to know this amount of money that I borrowed. Question, what is the amount of money that I borrowed? Is it $3,600 that I borrow? Or did I borrow the remaining amount that I owe them? Right? I actually need to borrow the remaining amount that I owe them, correct? Not. I already paid $1,000 ma, so I should not pay interest on the $1,000. So I should just pay interest for the amount that I have not paid. So this amount is going to be my letter P. So this is my principal amount that I owe. That will be 2,600. Okay, times an interest rate. Anyone can tell me which one is the interest rate? Which one is the interest rate? Interest rate is in a percentage. So which one is our interest rate? You all remember?
2%.
Yes, very good, 2%. So this one is my 2%, 2 over 100. Since it's percent, so change to number 2 over 100. Times time period. Now, this is 2% per annum. Per annum means it's in years, right? So how many years did I borrow the money for? I borrowed the money for 2 years, right? Because I'm paying back over 2 years. So I pay an interest for 2 years. So the time period will be 2 years. Then let me count how much interest I need to pay. So 2,600 times 2 over 100 times 2. That gives me the number $100 and $104. Okay, then my question is, if I'm paying installment, am I only paying $104 back? No, right? I still need to pay my original, the amount that I still owe them, right? What did I owe them? I owe them the amount, 2,600, and the interest. So I need to find out the amount that I owe people. So the amount that I owe will be 2,600 plus the $104. Okay, and this one will give me 2,704. Right, so this is the amount that I owe, but they want monthly installment. So I'm going to pay 2,704 over 2 years. But 2 years, 1 year got 12 months. 2 years will be how many months? 2 years, how many months? 1 year is 12 months. 2 years, how many months? 24 months, yes. So I need to take this total amount that I owe people, right, and divide it by 24 months, all right, because 1 year, 2 years is equals to 24, 12 times 2, 24 months, right? So I find the monthly installment, I take this number, divide by 24, right? Then I get my answer. Now number should becomes into 2 decimal places, dollars and cents, right? So I'll write my answer as 112.66666. Alamak, cannot like that. So I need to round off to 2 decimal place. 1, 2, 2 DP round up. So it become 1.67. 2 decimal place. Have you gotten the answer? Okay, if that's the case, then roughly we know how to do this kind of question already, right? Let's try question number 3. It's exactly almost the same, just that the situation, the thing that I buy is a little bit different. Okay, should we try and do this question together? I need all your response. Okay, first one, let's begin here. Mrs. Ng bought a furniture set. Original price is $2,500. Right? But she didn't pay everything at one go. She paid a deposit. Right? Deposit is 10%. Can you all tell me how to find 10%? How to find 10%? 10 out of how many? 100 times 2,500. Okay, can you calculate for me how much is this 10 divided by 100 times 2500. How much do y'all get? No response. Okay, thank you. 250. After this, what is the next step I have to calculate? I am paying the remaining amount by 18%, by 80 installment, right? So I need to find what do I need to find? After I find the deposit, what do I need to find? I need to find the remaining amount, correct or not? So how do I find my remaining amount? Please, anyone help me? How to find the remaining amount? Yes. No, no response. How to find the remaining amount? Yes, thank you, Ariane. 2,500 minus 250. That will give me correct, 2250. This is the remaining amount, right? So now they say they pay 18 equal installment, flat rate of 4%. Flat rate of 4% meaning I don't need to find interest, right? Simple interest. Anyone remember what's the formula for simple interest? This one I need to memorize. What's the formula for simple interest? I equals to PRT over 100. So I need to find interest is equals to PRT over 100. Question, what is the amount I need to borrow? Which one did I borrow? 2,500, 250, or 2,250? Which amount did I borrow? No response. I got three options. Is it 2,500? Is it 2,500 or 2,250? Yes, thank you very much, Raiden. So it's 2,250. I owe them this amount, right? So this is my P. So I need to borrow 2,250 times an interest rate. How much is the interest rate? What is the R? Anyone? 4, thank you. 4% for over 100. How many years? This one is per annum, is in years, right? How many years? No number. But what do we know? What is the other number? They tell me 18 equal installment, right? This is 18 months. How to change 18 months to year? 1 year and 6 months. How do you know? 1 year is 12, right? So if I minus away 12 or I divide by 12, right? So I divide this by 12. 1 year is 12 months. So I divide by 12. 18 divided by 12. Yes, 1 year and 6 months. So it's actually equals to 1.5 years. Okay, 1.5 years. So what do I put down here? This is in terms of years. Everything, the interest rate is per annum. So it's yearly. So this one will be 1.5 year. Okay, note this one, take note. All right. So then now we calculate the amount of interest we need to pay times 1.5 of a year. So yes, thank you. $135. But $135 is not the only amount I need to pay. What else do I need to find? Read carefully. I found my interest already, right? I need to add it back to the amount that I owe. So this amount and the amount that I owe 2,250, I need to find total. Yes, need to add together. So total amount owed will be 2,250 plus 135. Okay, somebody calculate for me already. 2,385. Very good. But now I need to split it up. And per month, right? Per month. Anyone recall how many months we are paying it over? We are slowly paying it across 18 months, correct? They want 18 equal installment, right? So I take this amount, our monthly installments. What do I need to do? I take 2,385 divide by 18. So 18 months, right? 2,385 divided by 18. Money, dollars and cents, 2 decimal places. So $132.50 per month. So have you gotten the answer? So if this question come out, you better make sure you score 100 marks, full marks for this question, okay? Right? Anyway, this question is also the same as the ones inside our notes for chapter 9, part 3 notes. So you can go and recall it again. So I'm giving you very big clue, it's coming out, okay? So please study for it. Right, next question. Okay, this one you're done writing? You're done writing, then I continue with you. Can? Okay, no objections. Okay, next page. Now, this one I need to think a little bit, okay? Reading of the questions. Now, I'm buying, going to Gardens by the Bay, right? I'm buying some tickets or whichever. So, a Singaporean family. Why is it so? Because they give us Singaporean rate and tourist rate, right? Singaporean family got 2 adult is $20, 1 senior citizen, and 2 children. So what is the total admission charges? So I just add everything together. 2 adult, $20 times 2. 1 senior citizen and 2 children, 12 times 2. Okay, this one everyone should know how to do, right? Plus 15 plus 12 times 2. So total, I get $79. Total admission charge for the family. Okay, next one, the family started to visit the conservatory at 11:33 and then left at 14:45. How long did it visit? So it's supposed to draw timeline. Okay, but then remember we can use our calculator to help us calculate time. Do you know whether you still remember this button in your calculator or not? This one. Let me try to give me a minute. No background. Okay, let me show you my calculator. You see, do y'all see this button over here? This one, like this button, the time button over here. So, yes. Okay, but how do we press the answer on calculator? You press 14 hour. Then when you press the button itself, it will come out as 14 with hour, right? Then 45 minutes. So press that button again. Minus away 11 hour. So you press the button already, 33 minutes. So you press the button, you get something like that. Okay, whether you can see or not. Then you press equal, it will give you, my answer. Minute. Then it will give you 3 hours and 12 minutes. So this one is very clear, 3 hours and 12 minutes, right? So you can read it directly. So 3 hours and 12 minutes. Okay, if still cannot, then you have to count on your own physically already, okay? All right, then next, let us continue. Next question, to encourage visitors, tourists. So now we're going to use tourists, okay? Tourists to visit, all tourists are given a 10% discount off the admission rate in the month of July. What is the total admission rate for 2 adult tourists before the discount? So tourist rate for 2 adults is $28 times 2. So total will be 28 times 2. And that gives me $56, but they want after 10% discount. So originally it's 100%. You minus away 10%. How much are you left with? Discount, right? Discount. So you only pay how much? You only pay 90%. Right, so you want to find the 90% out of the original price will be 90% and 90 over 100 times my price, which is $56 over here, right? So times $56. And that give me money, dollars and cents, $50.40. Is this okay? Next one, calculate the total savings in admission charges for 2 adult tourists. The total savings, will be 10%, no? Right? Was there any other thing? Yeah. So total savings is the 10%. So or no need to do that also can. You can take your total $56 minus 50.40. you can get your $5.60 is the total savings for 2 adult tourists. Okay? Is this okay? This one easy lah, huh? Right, next question. Now I need to have enough time to explain another question our paper, right? Something that will come up. But then let me explain other questions. This question 9, I need to explain a little bit slower because got a lot of words in detail for us to read. Okay, let's begin with question number 9. There's a price war between 3 petrol stations, Esso, Shell, and SPC in Singapore. For SPC, they offer a 13% discount. So got quite a few information. Then they say X liters of petrol as SPC. I don't know how many liters. The original price, yes, correct. Thank you, Ariane. The price was originally 1.92 per liter. So original 100%, it will cost you $1.92, right? But now they say discount. So Ariane already just mentioned 100% minus 13% gives 87. 87%, right? So I'm actually looking for the new price, right? I need to find the new price. That will be 87%, will be 87 out of 100 times 1.92. What is, just now you all type very fast, that 87 over 100 times 1.92, that gives me the price $1.6704. Although this number is a decimal place and then got many decimal place, yes, money, okay, but I will need to find out or how you get the number. Okay, I haven't got the final answer, so I'm not going to round it off yet. I'm going to keep it like that. Okay, then the question say the total bill is $41.76. Okay, if 1 liter costs this much, how many liter can he buy? Right, so originally I got 41. My price, total price is $41.76. So I'm going to divide it by my price. 1 liter is $1.6704. Okay, since it's not a proper 2 decimal, I should erase away my dollar sign. Okay, so to find the number of liters, who is this? Oh, Jared. Okay, to find the number of liters, so $41.76 divided by 1.6704. And that gives me exactly 25. So this one will be 25 liters, the correct number of liters. Why do you need to plus 13%? Arya? Of course you can. You can also find 41.76, but 41.76 is not the original number. Oh, you add the 13%, you add back to the $41. But the 13% is for $1.92. Okay, never mind. You try your working and then you take picture and show me your working whether is it correct or not. Do you also get 25? If you get 25, then you should be okay. But if you did not get 25, that means maybe somewhere along your whichever might be wrong. Okay, Arya, you check, then you take picture and send me your answers, okay? Next question, now next part of the question need to read slowly, it comes in the table, okay? Esso and Shell award loyal customers, all right, okay, with privilege cards offering discount. This one say 9% off all the petrol, and then on top of that, for your final bill, every $30, I give you discount $1.20. So first, let's find what is the final bill after the discount, right? So Bella has a privilege card for Esso. She pumped 40 liters of petrol, 1.92 per liter. So what is the total price before discount? The price before the discount will be 40 liter times 1.92, right? 40 times 1.92, that gives me the number $76.80. This is before discount. They say 9% off. Okay, original 100%, 9% discount, when they want to calculate the discount she received, right? So discount she received, let me find the discount first. 9% discount. Okay, is 9% times $76.80. That will be 9 divided by 100 times $76.80. Right? Then I get 6. Oops. Okay, I accidentally opened some other app. Sorry. So I get $6.6192. So what is the total final bill? They say $30 off, $1.20 off every dollar, every $30 on the final bill, right? So I need to find my final bill. 760 minus $6.912 to find how much I paid the final bill. So my final bill is $69.888, right? Okay, what in this case, how many $30 were there? 69, haven't become 70, so 69. How many $30 are there? 69, 60 is how many $30? How many sets of $30? Anyone? The final bill is 60. How many sets of $30? 2, yes. So in this case, there are 2 sets of $30, 2 into 2 groups of 30, 2 sets of $30. So how much discount she get? She get $1.20 off for 2 times, right? So in this case, I get a $1.20 off 2 times. So what is my discount? They ask me for discount. My discount was originally this one. This is my discount. Okay. And then not only that, I got 2 sets of $30. That means I'm going to get 2 times a discount of 2 times of $1.20. COUNT. Okay, $1.20 times 2. So what will be my total discount? Total discount will be the $6.9192 plus I got how many sets of $1.20? Got 2 sets of $1.20. $1.20 times 2 over here. Okay, so $6.1992 plus 120 plus 120 2 times. That will give me a total discount of $9.312. But since it's money, 2 DP, so I'll round it off to 9.312 DP. Okay, so this question need a little bit of thinking. We check again now. The question say 9% off all the petrol and $30 off. Okay, $1.20 off for every 30 on the final bill. Final bill. So first I find what is the price. Then I need to think about my discount. My discount was 9%. But then they want to see the final bill. So I minus away to know my final bill, which is this one. And this is 2 sets of $30. So a discount will be 2 times of $1.20. They want us to count the discount in total. I have my discount just now, $6.912. And so I take the discount 6.912 plus 2 sets of $1.20 to give me my final answer, 9.31. Is this okay? Is it okay? Can or not? The rest there? Zia, are you okay? Jared, okay? Can are you okay? Zia, are you still okay, Zia?
Yes.
Okay, can Alia, are you okay? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, sure not. Okay, right, we try, okay? Now, that is for SO. Next one. Shell says is 10% off all the petrol and 5% off the final bill. Again, must find the final bill, right? So for Corinne, she got both SO and Shell. This one I need to find both SO and Shell together at the same time, okay? Let us use back the same method. Let us find out under SO first. SO is at the same 9% off. Let me find my total price. Total price. Very long. Yes, problematic. It's like that one. I need to do many working. Okay, total price 55 liter, but $2.08 before the discount. 55 by 2.08. Oh, she buy a different kind of petrol, more expensive. 114.40. Then under SO is still 9%. Right, the discount is 9%. Make people life harder. They want to confuse you, don't think so much, and then make you that calculate the answers. Just choose which one is better, right? So they can't convince you, they confuse you. Okay, but of course I need to find my final bill first. So according to our steps above, find the final bill 114.40 minus 10,296. That gives me 104.104. Alamak, so long. Okay. Oh, this one, 104. How many sets of $30? Right? They say, what do you call that? They say every $30, right? Every $30 will have $1.20. This one, 100 got how many? 104 got how many sets of $30? How many times of 30? 30 is 60 plus another 30 is 90, right? So that is very near 100 already. So in this case, here, this one got three times for $1.20 off, right? So in this case, 3 times $1.20 off. Okay, so I'm going to calculate. They say how much money did she save, right? Which one is better? So I need to find my savings for SO. Right, my savings or my discount, total savings or total discount. That will be my saving was $10, or this number, 296 plus how many times of 120? 3 times of 120, right? So 120 times 3. So under SO, 10.296 plus 120 times 3, that gives me $13.896. 2 DP, 1, 2, I round up, okay? So it become 1390, $13.90 for my savings. Is that okay? So this is under SO only. We haven't find about Shell. Okay, let's look up about Shell now. What did Shell say? Shell say 10% off all the petrol, then 5% off the final bill. A lot of students will say, oh, 10% plus 5% is 15%. That is not correct. That is not correct because my final bill or whichever would have been discounted already. So the 5% is not the original number. So we must first find the 90% remaining, the final bill first, and then deduct 5% from the final bill. Okay, so do not skip steps. Don't tell me you find 15% and you find the total. That is not correct. First, our final bill was 1140. Right, we're going to use this. Our total price was 1140. We're going to find 10% off first. So 10% of the discount. Right, so the discount, discount, was 10% of 114.40. That will give me $11.44, right? But I still need to find my final bill. 114.40 minus 11.44. And that gives me $102.96. This is my final bill, right? But now, based on this final bill, the number not 1140 already, 102.96. I will take a 5% discount. Let me do another second discount. Final the discount of 5% on this new number. It's not 1140 on a new number, the cheaper rate. This discount will be 5 divided by 100. And that will be the number $5 for 14.8. Okay, 148, right? Then now we will compare savings, right? Compare savings. I need to count my savings. This discount and this discount. So total savings, that will give me 1.44 plus $5.148. Then give me $16.588. I round up, okay? 589. Now let's check. This one is Esso. Esso is $13.90. This one is Shell. Which one has better savings? Which one has better savings? So finally, Shell has better savings. Is that okay? So this question is a little bit difficult. Usually for this kind of question, it appears in paper 2 and you will be about 3 to 4 marks. Then you need to show the working and compare. So if they say how much did they save or how much more did she save, then you need to find, right? How much more did she save? So the difference will be $16.59 minus the Esso $13.90. Then the difference will be $2.69. Oh, very long question. Are you still alive? Is it still okay? All right, so this one you need to do step by step. Follow the instructions given. They say 10% off and then 5% of the final bill. So you need to find the final bill, final bill. Then you take your discount. Please don't take 10 plus 5%. Okay, huh? Okay, at least this kind of question cannot do. You don't leave blank. Okay, must try the working somewhere. Then we can still give working. Okay? Okay, let's move on. Next question, question number 10. Right? Okay, question 10. Now selling, the price is 15% discount. Okay, if I have 15% discount, this selling price, is this 1,275 the original 100% or is already after the discount? Question, is this 100%? Yes or no?
No.
No, yes. Okay, correct. You're correct. So this is not 100%. This is how many percent? This is 100 minus 15%, right?
85.
Okay, thank you. So 85%, part A, 85% represent 1,275. Very important. If you use 100%, then the whole thing wrong, 82 marks gone. But if you put 85% represent 125, you already get 1 mark. Then you can count your 1% is how much. Then you find your 100% is how much. For me, I'll do directly 100 over 85 times 1,275. Okay, so 100, 1,275 divided by 85. That gives me a total of $1,500. Okay, please bear in mind, don't use this to be your 100%. Okay. Next part, calculate the percentage discount for Canon printer, the percentage discount, right? When they ask you to find percentage discount, first we find the discount. Oh, I got no space to write. Where can I write this? Okay, I write this here. Originally $300, now $240. First, I find my discount. That will be 300 minus 240, $60. Am I right? If I want to find the percentage means I need to times 100%. Find the percentage. They never give me a percentage. Then on this side, I need the discount, percentage discount. Discount 60 over my original price. So this number over here should be my original price. May I know which one is my original price? Is it $300 original or 240 original? Yes, thank you, Keon. It's $300. So it's 60 divided by 300 times 100%. Please don't put the percent in your calculator, okay? The percent, you just type 100 in your calculator. Don't press the percent in your calculator. Okay, if not, then I don't write the percentage also can. Right, then you get your answer to be equals to 20. Finally, then you write your unit 20%. Okay, this question should come out one. Right, so this kind of question, please take note. Right, next question, I shall move on to the next page on algebra, distance, speed, time. And I need to do one more bonus question on our EVG paper, 2022 paper, okay? But first, let's work out distance, speed, and time. Well, this one, a lot of you didn't do very well for your WA3, yeah? Distance, speed, time. So if you're not very sure, distance equals to speed times time. All right, and then speed equals to distance divided by time, time equals to distance divided by speed. So many different versions. First part, they say, usually I always write D, S, and T. Okay, Joshua cycled 3/4 of his journey, 3/4, I don't know how much, but the journey was at 12 kilometers speed, 12 kilometers per hour. Okay, he then decreased his speed. Oh, got the second part of the journey, yeah. All right, S, decrease the speed. So what is the decrease in the speed again now? The decrease in the speed is now 12.
9.
Yes, thank you. 9 kilometers per hour. Very good. Okay. And then to complete the remaining journey in 2 hours. Right. What is the total distance traveled by Joshua? Alamak, I don't know. What am I going to do? I don't know the distance traveled, right? So in this case, what can I do? Need a little bit of algebra, okay? So when I don't know the distance traveled, I let it be a letter. Is that okay? I let it be a letter. What letter do you all want to represent distance? You all share? Yeah, Ariano plus GG. Okay, we let it be a letter. You want letter G to represent distance? Can I use D instead? Can I use letter D? Okay, I can, Okay, this person already say cycled 3/4 of his journey. So the distance over here is 3/4 of the D, right? The distance. For sure, yes. Right? Then another side, if that is 3/4, then the remaining journey will be how much? Here, this part is 3/4. The remaining journey will be 1/4 of the distance. Am I right? Okay, they say they complete the remaining journey in 2 hours. I do not know. But where is the answer? The portion that I can probably find some answers. Let's take a look at this one over here. This one got three numbers, correct or not? So probably I can find some information down here. How to find distance? Distance equals to speed times time. So the distance for my second half, this distance is 1/4 of the D, okay? Equals to speed, which is 9, and the time is 2 hours, right? So that will be 9 times 2. 9 times 2 gives you 18 kilometers, right? But this 18 kilometer is only how much? This 18 kilometer is only 1/4, is only 1 unit. So if I want my total distance, that will be how many units? The total distance. Yes, 18 times 4. So my total distance will be total 1/4 is 1 unit, right? So our whole distance, that will be 4 units. 18 times 4. So you get 72 kilometers. So when you're not very sure, whichever, you write down the numbers or write down letters to let them represent, then you see, look at it, which one you don't know. Okay, next one. So I know distance is 72 kilometers already. I can happily replace this distance by the number, right? So this one is 3/4 of 72. Here is 18 kilometer. 3/4 times 72. What number I get? I get the number 54 kilometers. Right? I always go back, update my information. Now, question asked me for how long did it take to travel the whole journey, whole thing. I got two components. So first, let me find the first part of the journey, the time taken for the first part of journey. Right? Time equals to distance divided by speed. So the first part of the journey, yes, 54 divided by 12. Remember, it's in hours now, so I'll leave it as much as possible in fraction. So 54 divided by 12, that gives me 4.5 hours or 9/2 of an hour. But they want to travel the whole journey, right? Whole journey. So total time, the second part of the journey was 2 hours, right? So 4.5 plus 2 to give me 6.5 hours. Is this okay? Right? Then now question say I want to find the average speed. Average speed means total distance divided by the total time taken. What was our total distance? Oh, in this case, can I write it the other way around? What was our total distance? We found our total distance already, right? Total distance is 72. Total hour, 6.5. So I'm going to just take 72 divided by 6 and 1/2. Okay, remember this one is in fraction. Please press your shift button until this 3 square come out, okay? So 72 divided by shift fraction 6.5. Or 6.5 if you want. Then for me, oh, I got a fraction. Okay, this one give me 11/1/3 kilometers per hour. Okay, for this kind of answer, try not to use decimal place. Leave it in fraction as exact as possible. So you can change it to a mixed number. Right, try not to use specific or decimal place. Leave it as fraction, exact as possible. Is this okay? Can? If can, then we try to do the next question. Now, after the next question, I'll give you a quick break. Then we'll continue with our few questions where we can finish already. Okay, we'll do one more question before we take a break. Right, question number 12. Right, Michelle decided to drive from town G to H, which is 330 kilometers apart. Okay, I'll still fill out my DST. Distance from G to H was 330 kilometer. She drove at a speed of 70 kilometer per hour for the first 90 minutes. Question, you notice that this one, the timing here is in hours, but this is 90 minutes. What do I need to do to change this to hour? I want to change this
to hours.
How to convert?
Divide by 60.
Thank you. So it's 90/60. Very good. Okay, let me simplify. 90/60, answer 3/2 of an hour. Okay? Can? So always check the units. Make sure the units are the same. Okay, let me leave this as here. Question part A, they say 70 kilometers per hour to meters per second. So kilometer per hour. Let's check. 70 kilometer. I need to change it to meter first. 1 kilometer equals to 1,000 meters. So kilometer to meter, we times 1,000 times 1,000 meters. Next one, hour per hour. 1 hour is how many seconds? 1 hour got 60 minutes. 1 minute got 60 seconds. So 60 times 60 give me 3,600 seconds. Now I want to change this whole thing to meters per second. So my speed is now 70,000 over 3,600. But the question, I will have probably referred it to as a fraction, but the question unfortunately tell me need to leave it as a decimal place, 1 decimal place. Then I round it off, 19.4444. Okay, so but 4 cannot round up, so it's just 19.41 dp. Not kilometer. Meters per second. But you notice I wrote the exact answer. So later if I want to use my working, I'll use my exact value for the answer. Okay. Find the distance traveled. Ooh, for the first 90 minutes of the journey. Ooh, let me come back here and edit. The total distance for G to H was 330, but apparently it seems like she broke up her journey into first half and second half. So the distance here is not 330. In fact, it's got part 1 and part 2 of journey. The total distance then is 330. Now let us see how to find this distance over here, right? Taking distance equals to speed times time, right? But what do I want to do? They gave me a speed 70 and you already converted for me. The time is 3/2 of an hour. So 70 times 3/2. That gives me 105 kilometers. 105 kilometers. Aha, what does that tell me about my second part of the journey? The second part of the journey, the distance will be 330 minus 105. Okay, so you need to realize that, oh, I need to update my information. So after traveling for 90 minutes, her car broke down, unfortunately. She had to stop. Okay, she stopped for 40 minutes. Again, this one is in 40 minutes. All my measurements for timing are currently in hours. What am I going to do to 40 minutes? What am I going to do to 40 minutes? Oh, nobody answered me. Oh, you also said. Hello? First, okay. Maybe for me, I just change it to hours, okay? Yes, divide by 60. I always constantly remember must make all the units the same one, so I change it. Okay. Then after that, she get her car repaired. She drove at 90 kilometers per hour for the remaining journey. Let's update our information for the second part of our journey. Just now we traveled 105, right? The total distance was 330. What is the distance for the remaining journey? That will be 330. I still have a little bit more, maybe 9 o'clock. I try to finish by 9. Okay, right? So 330 minus 105. And that gives me the distance 225 kilometers. Okay. Then what did she say about the speed? The speed was 90 kilometers. No problem. You can go off, no problem, no worry. Kilometer per hour. So they find the time taken for the remaining journey. So time taken, time will be given by distance divided by speed. So the distance is 225 kilometer divided by 90 kilometer per hour. 225 over 90. That gives me 5/2 or 2.5 hours. Thank you, Amira. Bye. Later you can watch the recording, okay? See you next week if I come back. All right, so for the timing over here, it will be 5/2 of an hour. Okay, so now I know the timing. Let me write this as 2.5 hours. Is that okay? Right, now find the average speed for the entire journey. Average speed for the entire journey will be total distance over the total time. When you find total distance over total time, right, you need to include the time that she stopped to repair her car. So the break time for 40 minutes, if the 40 minutes also need to be included. 40 minutes must be included. Is that okay? Let's see. Let's us find our total time first. I sidetrack a little bit. Total time. For my first part of my journey, the time taken was 90 minutes. The first part of the journey, time taken 90 minutes. So 3/2, right? So 3/2 of hours. So the first part of the journey, 3/2 of an hour. Plus, then they repair the car, right? Repair the car. 2/3 of an hour, 2/3, plus the second part of the journey, 5/2 of an hour. Right, all these are in hours. So 3/2 plus 2/3 plus 5/2. Include the break time as well. I get 14/3 of an hour. And our total distance, the entire journey was 330 kilometers. Divide by my total time, 14/3. And that will give me 75/7 kilometers per hour. But the question say give your answer to 3 significant figures. So this case, they allow me to round it off to decimal place, 70.714. But 1, 2, 3 sigfig, so round off to become 70.7 kilometers per hour. Okay, have you gotten the concept? So for this part, you must remember to add the time where she repaired her car. Is that okay? Right, with that, I give you 2 minutes break. Then we come back, we do algebra and one more question from our 2022. Then we are done for the day. Right, so we go for a quick break, 2 minutes. All right. Okay, let's begin. Okay, second part of our remedial. Okay, not this question now. Wait. Let me finish my algebra first. Sorry, still the last question. Okay, we are at the last page already, right? Algebra. So there are still some kind of algebra in paper 2 as well. And usually it will involve equations and maybe also fractions. So please take a look at our question. Question number 13. Solve the following equations, right? When you have such kind of equation, right, then it might be a little bit more confusing. And then you got like 2 parts. So what do you usually do? You usually, for me, right, I will try to make one fraction at one side and the other fraction on the other side. So in this case, right, I would have a -4, right? I'm going to do a shortcut. I'm going to shift the -4 over. If I undo in the -4, this part will be just 3a/5. And what do we get on the other side? This one will become a. This is subtract 4. Go over there, will become a plus 4. Am I right? Okay? But now, since this is a plus 4, I'm going to put a plus 4 on the whole thing as a plus 4 over 1. So that I got one fraction on each side of my equation. Then what I'm going to do, I'm going to do my Wakanda forever. I'm going to do cross multiplication. So now when we do cross multiplication, equal sign stays in the middle. Then we cross and multiply the denominator over. So 1 times 3a still gives me 3a. But this one will be 5 times a plus 4. Cross and multiply. So 5 times a, 5a. Remember to multiply to the back side as well, to the one at the back as well. So 5 times 4 will become plus 20. Is this okay? Right, then now we need to start shifting our doing migration for our working, right? Where do you want to shift it to? You want to keep a on the left or you want to put a on the right? Can you all tell me so? Which way you want? A on which side, left or right?
Right.
Okay, one person say left, one person say right. Then who do I follow? Okay, I will follow left hand side lah. Okay, anyhow lah. Okay, so since Kion say left because he take more time to type, right? Okay, so in this case, I'll shift this to the left. So if that's the case, this is positive 5a. How to undo positive 5a? We do a subtraction. So this will become minus 5a. Equal sign still stays in the center. So this side I'm left with only 20. 3 minus 5a is negative 2a is 20. Get rid of our negative sign. So I change this to 2a, but this one become negative 20. Then I don't want my 2, so I divide by 2, divide by 2. So a will be equals to negative 10. Have you gotten the answer? All right, this one is considered easy, okay? Now, the next kind of question, this is the slightly harder one, right, that we need to do. When we see this kind of question, I cannot anyhow shift the sides already because no matter what I shift, there will still be two fractions. So what I need to do now is I need to make them the same denominator. So I'll make this the same denominator. Observe very carefully. Do I put multiply by 10, multiply by 5, or what is the LCM? This is 5 and 10. What's the LCM? What's the LCM for this one?
10.
10, right? Yes. So actually, I just need to take this. I do multiply by 2 to this fraction, to this side, okay? So only one part. So in this case, this one is 2 times 3. Remember to multiply to the back side as well. 2 times 3, 6c. 2 times 4, 8. Over 10 plus 5c minus 7 over 10 equals to 4. Now, since this is addition, no change in sign, I combine everything. 6c minus 8 plus 5c minus 7 equals to 4. I put it as over 1, so that I get fraction there. So 6c plus 5c will be 11c minus 8. Negative 8 minus 7, not 1, okay? Negative 8, subtract 8, subtract 7 is negative 15 over 10. Do not do any cancellation. I'll keep this as 4 over 1. But now I can do cross multiplication, okay? So do it slowly. Multiply denominator over. So it's 11c minus 15 times 1. Still the same. 10 times 4, that will be 40. All right. Then now, if I want to make the number, so I keep 11c, I shall migrate negative 15 over to the other side. So instead of subtracting 50, I will add 50. So 40 plus 15 gives me 55. So 11c will be equals to divide by 11, divide by 11, c equals to 5. Answer. Have you gotten the concept?
So as long as there's one fraction can do cross multiplication already.
Yeah, one fraction on each of the different equal equations. So left hand
okay.
side, right hand side. So I can cross multiply. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Right, then the next question, question number 14. All right, something similar, just that in this case, I purposely choose the one that has negative sign. So must take note, negative sign. Later need to do something, change the sign to it, right? So let us observe this together. This is 6, this is 3. What's the denominator? LCM for denominator? Make it, yes, 6, right? So in this case, I only need to multiply by 2 here, multiply by 2 here. Okay, before I change the sign, let me just work out the numbers first. So over 6. But in the future, next year, Sec 2, we need to skip steps, learn to skip steps already. But now I'm only telling you the basics of the working, okay? I'm not changing my sign yet. I'm just multiplying by 2. Remember, 2 need to multiply every single one of them. So this one will be 10x. Minus 2 times 3 will be 6. And the denominator is still 6. I'm going to change my left-hand side into one single fraction. But remember, this is subtraction. I need to change my sign later. This sign later need to change, right? So in this case, it's 2x plus 5 minus 10x. Minus will become plus 6. So when I do combine the fraction, I need to change the sign. Okay, next day when you learn this, you will need to skip this step and you come to this step directly, okay? So you need to multiply and change the sign together at the same time. Then now this is 6, simplifying the numerator. Oh, sorry, my x disappeared. 2 minus 10, that will give me negative 8x. 5 plus 6, that will be 11. Then 3 over 2. Then you notice you got one fraction on the left-hand side, one fraction on the right-hand side. Then now you can cross multiply. Okay, so we do a cross multiplication. Remember, equal sign stays in the center. Multiply the denominator over. So this is 2 times negative 8. Okay, I write down for you in case some of you could not do it mentally. Then the other 6 times 3. Okay, so if you don't want to write this step, you can skip this step. 6 times 3, 18. 2 times negative 8, negative 16x. 2 times the one in the back side as well, so 22. All right, then now I want to make sure my x stays on one side. This is already negative 16x, I keep it. This one is plus 22. So you go over there, what does it become?
20. No, sorry.
Minus.
40.
Okay, how you get? Okay, 40, okay, we check. 40 or 32? 40, okay, 18. Are you sure? From positive 22, go over there, become minus 4. 18 minus 22. So the answer is negative 4. So use calculator, okay? Use calculator. Right? Don't do mental sum. Right? Prevent careless mistake. Then you notice both of them are negative. So I can change sign to make it positive. Change the sign for both sides. Then I get 16x equals to 4. 16x equals to 4. How to get rid of the 16? Divide by 16. So you get x. This side is 4 divided by 16, not 16 divided by 4. 4 divided by 16 is 1/4. Right? I'll keep my answer as a fraction for 1/4. Is this okay? So you do need to practice the algebra. But now, because all of you are here, so I'll give you a bonus question that is very important. You must study, right? If you are done for this, can you change to your 2022 paper 2? Right? 2022 paper 2, question number 2.
So for the question 14, right? Where you get the 11 from?
Where, which one? This one?
Yeah, where you get the 11 from?
Oh, do you change the sign? This one is minus, minus times minus. Negative times negative become plus, so it's
Yeah, but
positive 5
5
plus
minus
6.
6 equals. I thought 5 minus 6.
Why is it 5 minus 6?
That's positive 5 minus positive 6, not me.
Negative times negative become positive, right? Is it negative and negative become positive? Do you change the sign?
Yeah.
So it'll be 5 plus 6, not 5 minus 6.
Okay.
This
Sorry.
negative sign is for the 10x. Okay, careless mistake. Don't worry. Common careless mistake. So please take note. Good for you to realize so that hopefully during test you won't make the same mistake. Okay, now let's go on to the last question for our day. Right, then we can call it day. 2022 paper 2, question number 2. Do all of you get this paper already? If you all have this paper, give me a thumbs up.
This one when you give out.
This one, the hard copy of the paper Miss Yu gave out. I gave you all before holiday. And if not, you really don't have, it's inside the Google Classroom. I just posted it and I also sent it to our class chat. So under Google Classroom, if you look at your stream, you have your new material 2022 1G2 paper 2. If not, you look at our class chat, find the paper. I make several announcements ready. Wait, I wait for you. Are you able to get the paper? You call out the file first. Yeah, I'll wait for a while.
Yeah, I can just use my phone.
Can you just use your phone, Okay, we take a look at our question. Last question for today. Now, this part of the question is a combination of writing equations, forming expressions and writing equation, and solving the fractional equation. Right, so let's take a look at the question. Ken cycles X kilometer at a speed of 8 kilometer per hour, blah, blah, blah. So for me, this is related to distance, speed, and time. So I'll put D, S, and T. Distance is X kilometer, speed 8 kilometers per hour. Can you tell me how to find the time taken? Time equals to, how to find time? Distance what? How to find time? Time equals to distance divided by?
Speed.
Yes, speed, right? So in this case, what is the distance given to us?
X kilometer.
Yes, our algebraic expression, don't write the units first. We write the units at the final piece, all right? So this one, then what is the speed? 8 kilometers per hour, okay? So if I were to look at this, the unit, what will be the unit for the time? The unit for the time will be in hours. So the question says, write down an expression in terms of X. They want something related to X. So the answer for this one will be X over 8 of an hour. Is that okay? Can? This part can understand? Then the next part say, Jim cycles 2 more kilometers than Ken. Question, what is Ken's distance? Ken's distance was X kilometer, right? So 2 more kilometers than Ken. So originally X now got 2 kilometer more. What will be the distance that Jim cycled? If let's say originally I cycle 10, then you cycle 2 more kilometers than me, how many distance will you have? How much distance will you have cycled? I am
X
10.
plus 2.
Yes, correct. So in this case, 10 is X, then Jim will be plus 2, correct? So the distance will now be X plus 2 kilometers, right? But then what is the speed given to me? The speed is 10 kilometers per hour, right? And write down an expression in terms of X for the time taken by Jim. So time taken is distance divided by speed. What is the new distance by Jim? What is the distance by Jim? Which one is it?
X plus 2.
Thank you. And then what is the speed? The speed is 10 kilometers. Yeah. So finally, the time, take note of the units. This one is hours. So it will be X plus 2 over 10 of an hour. Now, students, sometimes they will tell me, each hand, they go and say, 2 and the 10 cancel away. Cannot, this is not correct, because the X got no factor 2. So don't anyhow simplify or cancel away anything from the equation. Okay, so this is just X plus 2 over 10. So you notice we have 2 fractions over here already, right? Then the question says, both Ken and Jim took the same time. They take the same timing. So same time means what? Ken's timing, which is this, and this timing, they are same timing. So what is the mathematical symbol to say that they are the same? Starts with E.
Equal.
Yes. So the timing X over 8 by Ken equal to the timing X plus 2 over 10. Does this look a little bit similar like what we just practiced? When we have fraction and fraction on 2 sides, what do we need to do?
Cross multiplication.
Yes, we do cross multiplication, correct. Equal sign stays in the middle. Remember, denominator multiply across cross and you multiply, very good. So 10 times x, 10x. 8 multiply to the whole of this, in case you cannot see, 8 multiply to 2. Remember, 8 must multiply to x, also must multiply to the back side. So it's 10x equals to 8x plus 8 times 2 is 16. Is this the same as what they want me to show? Yes, right? So this is shown. Okay? Right, so form an equation and show. So form an equation, I form the equation, right? And then I simplify and then show. So this one is show, right? Then last but not least, they asked me to solve this equation. Yeah, simple. At 10x equals to 8x plus 60. Can you tell me who need to move house? Who need to migrate over?
8x go to 10x. Then
Thank
the
you.
8x positive 8x change to negative 8x.
Very good. So this one become minus 8x. That was addition. Now I undo it. I do subtraction, right? So this side still stays at 16. 10 minus 8x is 2x equals to 16. To get rid of 2, divide by 2, divide by 2. 16 divided by 2, not 2 divided by 16. So 16 divided by 2, that gives me the number 8. Answer 8. Is this okay? So we found your answer for x already. Okay, did they give up? Okay, this one no. Can? So they have found the answer for 8. Any other questions? Okay, if there's no other questions, then we have completed what we need to go through. So please study this question as well. Okay, no other questions, then I'll see you. Thank you very much for coming for my remedial, and I hope all of you get high scores for you and pass your paper with flying colors. Okay, at least give your best attempt. All right, if that's the case, then I shall see you, if I see you, next week. Bye-bye.
So tomorrow don't have any
No more
Zoom, right?
remedial already. Yeah.
Then
Tomorrow I meet my Sec
if they
3, Sec 2.
if they ask to